Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E. Nation for a very interesting and special store pick review of Jack Daniel's Single Barrel from Wine, Beer, and Spirits Tennessee Whiskey. Tennessee Whiskey. Tony, do you see what it says right here? It says Tennessee Whiskey, Lynchburg, Tennessee. So, yes. But, folks, let us know in the comments where you lie in the bourbon Jack Daniel's Tennessee
Emphasis
Whiskey
on
war.
lie.
Folks, this rapscallion ne'er-do well. He calls it bourbon despite... Could you show me anywhere here on the bottle where it says bourbon?
I can show you on the Jack Daniel's rye where it says it's straight rye and it still uses the Lincoln County process.
Doesn't say anything about bourbon. But folks, let us know where you lie in the war. But I am your king of extreme, Phil, K.O.E. You can find me at K.O.E. Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. This is the very contentious and very wrong and full of fake news Tony G when it comes to this Tennessee whiskey. God damn it. Folks, we are going to review Jack Daniel's Single Barrel, Barrel Proof, Store Picks, specially selected for wine, beer, and spirits. You've said you've been looking for a bad store pick from this place.
That's true.
And we have yet to find one.
That's the most true thing you've said during this review.
Goodness gracious.
Call me the Alex Jones of the Phil K.O.E. Nation podcast and YouTube channel. Because it might be controversial, but it's fucking true. Look, the Flavor Flav of store picks here, Jack Daniel's. I'm not exactly a massive fan, and the proof is in the pudding, and this proof is massive on this one. So I'm a little leery. I'm guessing this is gimmicky, and the single barrel offerings from one Jack Daniel's have not exactly blown one Tony fucking G away.
Hang on here, because this is 65.8 alcohol by volume, 131.6 proof. I think this might be the highest proof thing we've ever reviewed.
Yeah, this is officially the highest proof.
Yes, this is the highest proof spirit we've ever reviewed here at the K.O.E. Nation.
131. Why?
Definitely the highest proof whiskey.
You're covering up ruined bourbon with the shitty Lincoln County process by making it 131 proof. Honestly, if this doesn't impress me, like, I don't know that I can go back to Jack Daniel's without just being completely disappointed. Also, because this is swinging for the fences, 3 swings on the same pitch.
But also, this is the store pick of wine, beer, and spirits.
Yeah, I see the Flavor Flav clock chain hanging from the neck.
And what's kind of neat is when this is done, I'm going to take this off and I'm just going to hang it somewhere in my liquor cabinet.
I assumed you were going to wear it.
You know?
I mean,
motherfucker spitting.
I'm a fanboy for wine, beer, spirits as well. It's the hometown hero of store picks. It never has disappointed. So this has had a chance to breathe. You
suppose they'll let me get more than the one allotted limit per customer on some barrels if I come in with one of these where wine, beer, and spirits? Yeah, I think they might actually, but yeah, we have no connection to that store. In fact, I think we kind of annoy them. Whenever we show up there, I think we kind of annoy them actually.
Probably.
But
where's the pappies?
Oh, I'm sure they love hearing that. Yeah,
we know better.
Y'all got any blends? Yeah, that's their favorite.
What the fuck is this?
A lot of brown sugar.
No, what? Hang on, did you grab the right bottle?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 131.6 proof.
Doesn't smell like it, does it?
No.
Well, give it a second.
I had to dig deep.
I'm getting brown sugar, but also Jack Daniel's, all Jack Daniel's, has that slight solvent smell to it. It's just...
sour mash, yeah.
Yeah. Now, T, moment of truth here. Taking a taste. Now, you say it doesn't smell 131 proof. I assure you, it will reflect.
Folks, I'm a proof snob. I like hot shit, but even for my palate, I have a feeling this might burn a little bit, and it might be a little too much.
This might smart a bit. Well, we'll see.
Let's find out. Oh yeah, brown sugar for sure. Wow.
Beef jerky.
Oh yeah, that second half, meaty. Okay.
But you have to say it like that. Yeah, that was.
No, yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Like, yeah, snap into a Slim Jim on the second half, folks, because this has got a peppery, like, pepper jack beef jerky.
There we go. Yep.
Yep.
Because I'm thinking like those like really like big peppers that you find on some like the deer jerky that you find around here. I know very specific.
Son of a bitch. All right.
Interesting. Tony went from this is gonna be no good to you son of a bitch. I'm in.
It's all in the proof. I already know. Like, this is all in the proof. They didn't dilute this to the point where the flavors dissipate, and they had to have it strong to make sure that the profile was apparent. And they unfortunately had to go really fucking high for that to happen, but it did. This has got a very nice flavor, and I have the feeling if you dilute this even a little, a lot of that's going to go away.
Yeah,
and
I think it's
open up.
I think it's going to taste a lot like standard Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I think that's the problem here. Like, usually if you put some droplets of water, you put it on ice, you're going to open it up, you're going to get some more flavor. But I think with this one, you're just going to get back to standard Jack Daniels.
Before too terribly long.
Yeah.
So
it wouldn't take much water either.
Boy howdy. Well, T,
but this is not bad.
We're gonna grade this on a couple of 5-star scales. We're gonna grade this on 6 5-star scales.
Jesus.
Or 6 scales, a couple of them 5 stars.
Okay.
Okay? Because I know you insist, so we're going to do it this way. We're going to grade it as a Tennessee whiskey.
Fuck you.
We're going to grade it if it were a bourbon. We're going to grade it as a whiskey.
It is a bourbon.
We're going to grade it as a cask-aged spirit. It's shelving. And then, for those new to the show, the secret 6 questions. So, Tony, as a Tennessee whiskey on a 5-star scale.
As a Tennessee whiskey, look, I'll be frank. Standard Tennessee whiskey is going to be what, like 90 proof. Like, that's just standard. And I've had many a Jack Daniels in the past. I've had George Dickel, and I've been to Nashville this year, in fact, and I had some of the local Tennessee whiskeys. They're very nice, but they are all very reminiscent.
To Nashville, and I seen Johnny Cash.
Look, I had some Tennessee whiskey on Broadway, and they are all very reminiscent of the sour mash bill that is Jack Daniels. And yeah, this is probably fuck it. This is the best Tennessee whiskey that I have ever had. This does beat out that George Dickel, I will be honest.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking of that as you were saying that, because that's my measuring stick. So if you think, okay, well, how on a 5-star scale, what do you give it? Because for those who don't know, we get graded on a 5-star scale. 5 meaning you have to have it before you shuffle off this mortal coil. 0 meaning pass it on by. You're giving this 5 stars as a Tennessee whiskey.
It's all in the proof, folks. The proof doesn't lie. This is a 5-star Tennessee
I'm going to disagree with you, but only just. And I'm going to give this 4.75 because to me, the George Dickel is just a little better. But again, that's a sour mash. So I don't know if it technically.
Whereas this is a bourbon. Yeah, I get it.
Where this is a Tennessee whiskey. And, no, I'm saying that these are very specific legal designations. They're done for very specific reasons. Like, there's a reason why sour mash and bourbon have 2 different labels. It's because of differences in their process. So I totally get it. So, if this were a bourbon, Tony, in this weird alternate universe,
and the paperwork designates
like in
much.
The DC New 52, this is like
the
Dark
actual
52
paperwork, legality speaking, besides the Wikipedia
plus another
definitions.
So that changes it.
Classifies as bourbon.
Yes,
so
Tony.
whatever,
if things were different, things would be different. So
and
if this was a bourbon,
historians agree it's bourbon, but whatever.
Well, the experts, what do they know, folks? Right?
Fuck them.
I mean, fuck. When do they ever lead you astray?
Dicks.
So, folks, as a bourbon, Tony, if this were a bourbon in that alternate universe where we call this a bourbon, what would you rate this?
3, because it's all in the proof. It's all in the proof.
Again, I'm going to disagree with you, but only just and give it 3.25. Okay. Now, as a whiskey, in the whole wide world of whiskey, scotches, bourbons, Canadian whiskeys, what do you give this?
Again, I'm flabbergasted, but I shouldn't be, because wine, beer, spirits, you crafty, beautiful bastards, You've done it again.
You found a way to find a Jack Tony likes.
This is a stupidly good store pick. Like, it has... I don't know what it is about these people, but they have a nose and a palate that rivals my very own. Things I didn't even know I liked, I love. And these folks have knocked it out of the park literally every fucking time. It doesn't matter the brand. Traverse City, Woodford Reserve, now Jack friggin' Daniels.
I was actually just going to reach for this store pick, Traverse City Whiskey, because the guy that talked me into buying this one...
Heaven's Door!
Yeah.
My God.
He said there's 5 people at the time that were responsible for picking the store pick, so it's several different people. And so that kind of makes it... How are you going to get the best flavor?
How do I get on this committee?
Again.
How do we get on this committee?
I just want to know what day the truck shows up so I can buy some.
I want to know.
That's really it.
I want to know what doesn't get accepted, because everything that's been accepted as the store pick of wine, beer, and spirits has been stupid good.
Yeah.
As a wine, beer, and spirits store pick, at 4.5.
Yeah, I'll give it. Yeah. I'll agree with you there. But now, as a whiskey, So, you're giving it 4 stars as a whiskey?
I am.
Okay. I'm again going to disagree with you, but only just. As a whiskey, I'm going to give it 3.75 because it is cocktailable. It is, you can put it on the rocks, and you should try it once or twice. But again, I think if you dilute it too much, you just end up with Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, typically with a high proof, I'm going to put the ice in my glass, and then I'm going to dump the bourbon on top of the ice. Let it dissolve the ice, and then enjoy.
Well, that proof is not hitting me as hard as I thought it would.
And that's just it. With this, even though the proof is stupid high, I think you got to pour the whiskey first and then put like 2 ice cubes tops.
I think you're right. Pour the whiskey first, then put the ice ball in. I think
this goes against everything I've ever been learned about, cereal. You don't pour the milk before you put the cereal in the bowl, folks.
I think this is one you do.
In this case, you put the Fruity Pebbles in after the milk on this one.
Now, as a cask-aged spirit,
do we have an assumed age?
No,
not even close. So,
I think
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 2.5.
Okay.
Put it right in the middle there.
That's nice of you.
Yes, it is. Okay.
That's and my daughter's 15 months. She's 1.
Okay,
Jesus,
fine. 2.25.
You do. So, now I'm guessing this is young, but casking. This is. We know it's young, but my God, the flavor comes through foolproof because it's such a high proof, and I hate to keep going back to it, but again, these people know what they're doing.
I do think a lot, because we've had a lot of Jack Daniels, we know that the flavor here is coming from the proof.
It is, and they're not diluting it, so it's really actually pretty nice. And again, you're right, the proof.
How did this become our first Jack Daniels review? We've never done Jack Daniels Tennessee number 7. So, folks, keep your eyes on this space. Next weekend he comes over. Guess what we're reviewing now?
All right, so as a cask-aged spirit, we're guessing it's young, but it's high in proof. It's a store pick.
2.25. But
I'm gonna go say 3.
You just said 2 a second ago.
No, you said 2.
Okay, all right.
You've had enough 131 proof.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm going with 3.
All righty. Well, moving right along, folks. Shelving. This is tough, ain't it?
I don't have...
Because it ain't quite a top and it ain't quite a middle.
I'm not going to have anything that comes close to being as strong as this. I mean, I've got some Bookers. I've got some Heaven's Door store picks from the same folk. But, this would be the highest proof thing I'd have on my shelf. I still couldn't put it on my top. It's a middle.
I'm going to have to agree with you. It was sitting on my bottom because I figured this was going to be gasoline.
Yeah.
But...
it does not drink like gasoline. This does not. I would guess 110 proof tops. If you gave me this blind, 110, 115. Tops.
Okay. I could get on board with that. So
I would not put this in the same wheelhouse in terms of strength with a Booker's or a Heaven's Door store pick.
Okay. All right. Now the secret 6th question. When this bottle runs empty, will I seek another one? Well, this cost me $70 USD, and I can't find it anymore.
Yeah, it's gone. I have a feeling they'll do a second round of this, and it'll probably be a little bit different, but
similar enough to the point where it'll probably worth checking out.
Look, I do love the presentation of the Jack Daniel's single barrel bottle. I think this is actually one of the most gorgeous single barrel presentations out there. It really is, and Jack Daniel's, like it or not, is a household name. So if it tastes like this, or if it's close, you know, I probably would pick up a bottle.
Yeah, and
I think I would.
Definitely, I've seen people do this on like the internet where they put like the hand soap dispenser thing into this bottle.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's just a really nice regal presentation. So I'm definitely doing that with this bottle. And is it fair to say that this sold me more on wine, beer, and spirits store picks than it did more Jack Daniels?
Honestly, yeah. Like it's been almost offensive at how amazing this company's store picks have been. This chain of stores has, again, nailed it out of the park every single fucking time.
Yeah.
Even with a brand that I'm not a fan of.
Yeah, and I promise you, folks, we have no connection to these people whatsoever. I don't think they've ever even messaged us on Facebook or nothing.
It's going to get to the point where
we just annoy them when we go to their stores.
I think at this point we're going to be groveling outside of the doors when they say, "Hey, yeah, we're going to have a store pick." We're not worthy.
We're not worthy. Oh my God!
Please let us have 3 each. Please.
Hey, you know, motherfucker's spitting here. So, yes, I will seek out other wine, beer, and spirit store picks in the future. That's going to be a must. But, wow, Jack Daniels, and one that Tony likes, and one that I thought was going to make us breathe fire and gasoline, but instead, not bad. It's delightful and lovely.
Guess what? Heaven Hill, Elijah Craig. It's not that fucking hard.
Wow. Tony G doles out the harshness. So, folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us for this review of Jack Daniel's single barrel select barrel strength from wine, beer, and spirits, folks. I am your king of extreme, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower, the prince and potentate of the political parlance, the lord of the Scottish Highlands, and one damn handsome man, if I do say so myself. Are you having fun there, T?
Flavor Flav!
Tell you what I'll do if I ever get back. I promise to refabricate you, raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost, we gotta take it down. Let you down slow, it's hard to survive. El Dorado. Oh, Lord. Well, let's see how that one went.
Yeah.